everybody. Thanks for stopping back by Wild Bird Creative. I've got a little pile of scraps right here, some kind of fall colors, nothing too much. There's kind of a nice, I guess I'd say desert themed color to this. And I'm just going to make a super quick piece. I've taped off an area just to give me my parameters because I don't want to go beyond the edges there. And we're just going to get started. Again, nothing fancy going on here. Just putting down some matte gel medium. And I don't care that it's going a little bit over because I will just bring it right out to the edges anyhow. I'll get a little bit under here. I want to make sure everything is down nice and snug. I'll work it to the edges. There we go. Okay, and then I've got another piece here. This one actually I'm going to use a glue stick on because I want it to be dry when it goes down. Oops, sorry that that's scooted there. Let's put you right about there. There we go. And this one, because I used a glue stick, I can just run my brayer over it. There we go. We've got a nice color theme there that I really like. Now I've got just some pink tissue. There is nothing special about this tissue. It's something I pulled out of my gift wrap pile. And I'm just putting it down carefully. And I will just use this brush to smooth it a little bit. And then I'm putting another piece over here. Whoops. This is going to be a quick piece. You could do this once you've got your supplies assembled in very few minutes. I like the way the pink is just very, very light on this. Just a nice little bit of color. Let's lift that up and lay it down again. I got a little wrinkle in it. He's such a small piece, I don't want to risk tearing it. Not that I can't just grab another one. There we go. Now I've got some small bits of the other one, the big piece. Let's take that corner off. It's a little too white. There's one. This is just bringing in that big piece at the bottom, just adding it down there. And now, before I forget, let me put the lid on this. And I want to think about what I'm going to put to just add some more interest. And I have a piece of my own tissue that I created and printed out. And I'm just going to carefully tear out a segment. Get rid of this little bit here and that little bit there, and just figure out where I want to put this. And I may not want that piece. I may want a different one. Sometimes you have to go back and forth and look at all your options. Let's see how this one looks. I don't know if I want that bold line or not. I think I want just this part here for now. And I can do it either on the bold side or the dimmer side, but I think I want the bold side. So now I gotta open my matte medium again now. Let me just carefully add some over the top of this. I don't want to tear the layers down below. And put that down and just smooth it carefully, and that will help it just disappear. This was a very, very thin sheet of tissue. I think I will take this piece, if I can tear it, it's awfully tiny, and I think I will put it right there because it kind of lines up nicely with those little pieces. And again, just going to come over it. Make sure I get the edges down. And I don't think I want to add too much more. I could, let's just tear this piece and see how it looks if I put this in. And you can also wet trim these by running a damp brush, but I'm not that worried about it. The idea, do I put one way up here? Decisions, decisions, decisions. I've got a lot of options here because I still have this whole sheet. I'm kind of wondering, do I want something that goes all the way up? Or do I want to keep it simple and keep it all right in there? You know what? I'm just going to go for it and stick it right down where I had it to begin with. And get it secured. Lift it up a little bit. I've got some tape behind it to hold it in place so that it wouldn't shift too much. And I feel like I need something right there. And I'm thinking maybe a tiny bit of the pink. I need something to put in that spot. It just feels a little empty to me. Sometimes negative space is a good thing, and sometimes it just doesn't work. So I've got all my pink tissue over here, and I can just tear another piece. And see what I like. I'll just keep trying a few until the right shape comes to me. And it might need to be something a little different, maybe to mimic that edge. Let me take this little bit off. Let's see how that looks. I can do it that way. See, most of mixed media is just moving things around, seeing what you like, seeing what's going to work. And I am going to go right like that, so it mimics those edges. And I'll just bring this in. And I think I've got everything I want. Cover things up here. I'm definitely done gluing. Of course, I said that before. But what I want to do is just let this dry before I move on to the next thing, which I think will just be some rubber stamping. We're back. I have my Tim Holtz Field Notes stamps, and I'm just putting very, very light impressions. I don't want anything so bold that it detracts from the background. I just want them to be subtle. This one will be the exception because I'm going to have it a little bit off so that you've got it there on the edge. And you know what, I'm going to add one more with this one down here. And actually I'm going to do one here. I like the way they are all coming together. Just a little bit of interest. Now let's peel this up. Get this last one. Make sure I throw this tape out before it accidentally sticks to something important. Cover up my ink pad. And there we are. Quick piece, under 15 minutes. And you could present it any way you wanted. There is no up or down on this. I kind of like it like this. But I also like it like this. So there it is, people. Just a quick one. When it's all totally dry, I'm going to give the whole thing a coat on top just to protect it. But I hope you'll get your supplies out and get creative, have some fun, make a mess. Who knows what you'll create? Thanks for stopping by. Wild Bird Creative.